So these questions will look familiar to you. These were pulled from your classwork on Friday. And many of you are getting the percents correct, but the part you were missing was writing the percent equation. So I want to spend a couple more days going over that process. You can take this information and go back and resubmit your classwork from Friday for full credit. So question 1 says a sweater is priced at $42.99, but it's on sale for 30% off. What's the sale price of the sweater? So again, the first thing I do is determine what type of problem it is. This, because it's on sale, I know, and because I want to know the sale price, this is not just a percent of. I'm not just finding the discount. This is going to be a percent decrease problem. In a percent decrease problem, I am taking 100% of the cost of the item, and then I am subtracting away whatever the discount percent is. So if that's the case, 100% take away 30% means that I am only paying for 70% of the cost of the sweater. That cost is $42.99. That's going to equal the sale price. I'm going to write this into an equation. And again, this is the thing that was missing from a lot of your work. 70%, if I want to put it in an equation, I need to convert it to a decimal. That's done by dividing by 100. 70 divided by 100 would give me 0.7 or 0.70. And if I'm saying of $42.99, I'm multiplying it by $42.99. And that's going to give me the sale price. So now I simply do that calculation, and I'm left with $30.09. So the sale price here, and I'm running out of a little bit of room, so I'll write it here, but the price is $30.09. That's the sale price altogether. So this would be the percent equation. This is what I expect to see on your work along with the answer. Question 2, in a survey of 400 people, 42% reported pizza as their favorite meal. How many of the people liked pizza? Well, I need to find 42% of 400, so this is a percent of, so I'm just finding part of the whole. So in this, I don't need to add or subtract the 42% from the 100%. I'm just going to find 42% of 400, and that's going to equal the people that like pizza. So again, convert your percent to a decimal by dividing by 100, which will give me 42 hundredths of 400 equals the number that like pizza, and then I'm ready just to multiply. This leaves me with 168 people that like pizza. So I'm going to say it again. In order to get full credit, I need all of this information here, your equation and your answer, not just your answer. A lot of people missed number 5. So let's talk about that one. It was tricky. Diet cranberry juice has 30% fewer grams of sugar than regular cranberry juice. If a serving of regular cranberry has 130 grams of sugar, how many grams of sugar are in a serving of diet juice? Most students looked at this question and read it as though they were just finding how many fewer grams of sugar were in the diet juice. But upon rereading this, I see they want to know how much sugar altogether is in the diet juice. So I need to think of the 130 grams as my 100% of sugar. That's the regular amount of sugar. And you could imagine the model to start. You know, I have 130 grams of sugar. That's 100%. But if the diet has 30% less, then I'm going to be subtracting that 30%, and that leaves me with 70%. And so I know that the serving of diet juice has 70% the amount of sugar as the regular juice. So now let me write that into an equation. So again, I said 100% minus the 30% means that I have 70% of the amount of sugar that's in the regular. There's 130 grams in the regular. So 70% of 130 will tell me how much sugar is in the serving of diet. We divide by 100 to convert this to a decimal. Oops. Because I'm finding 70% of 130, I'm going to multiply that. And then I solve. And this gives me 91 grams of sugar. One more example. My subtotal at the bookstore came to $11.76. What is my total with 7% sales tax added on? There's a couple things here that clue me in to the fact that this is a percent increase problem. They tell me they want to know the total, but they also even go further and say sales tax added on. So if that's the situation, $11.76 is 100% of the cost of the book. And I'm going to draw a mini model here. So here's 100% of the cost. The tax would be 7% of that $11.76. So I know I'm adding on 7 more percent. 100% plus 7% will give me 107%. So what this tells me in this problem situation is that I'm trying to actually find 107% of 1176, and that's going to give me my total. Divide by 100 to convert to a decimal. This means I'm going to do 1 7/100 times 1176 to get the total. And I find that the total is going to be $12.58.